The biggest robbery I've seen in a while.
Robbery.
Bro, somebody needed to call the police.
So
Somebody needs to be charged for this theft.
Yep.
This robbery.
And it's two people that need to get charged for it, and those two judges. I was baffled.
This is Cruise Boxing Scorecard. Welcome to the 18th episode of Cruise Boxing Scorecard. It's your boy, Cruz, a.k.a. Crucito El Vago.
And it's your boy, Henry. Don't forget to like that button at the bottom.
Smash that.
And subscribe.
Boxing this weekend, Henry.
Boxing. What do we do? So it was a surprising event of boxing this weekend. So what we had, Sebastian Fundora versus Chordale Booker. What were your thoughts, bro?
Fundora versus Booker. We had ending in a 4th round knockout. Fundora looked a lot stronger this time around. The judges all had it one-sided. Fundora winning all 3 initial rounds. Max DeLuca, David Sutherfield, and Steve Weisfield all had it 30, 27, 3 rounds to nil, with Fundora just landslide victory. You know, I think this was an easy fight. I'm not really too impressed by Fundora.
Me neither. I agree with that.
I'm not impressed. I think he's just so tall, right? He's so tall and lanky.
He's a freak in that weight division. Let's keep it real. I mean, like, look, he's got belts, but the dude is a giant. He's the tallest fighter with a belt currently.
Yeah.
Meaning he's taller than all the heavyweights, all the cruiserweights, all the super lightweight. Yeah, no. He's in the wrong weight division,
towering inferno. Let me tell you, Henry. Zayas beats Fundora.
This guy's just too big. I just think.
You think Xander?
I think he just doesn't need to be in that weight division. He's got 2 belts. Let him go up one. Let him go up to 160, and then let him get
to 190.
He can go to the heavyweight division. He's tall enough, I think, because he's young, right? He's gonna end up gaining weight, right? I feel like he's gotta be rehydrating to like 180. Like 180. 190, I don't know, bro. Like, this guy is just so big. He's got no head movement, pause. And he'll get knocked out by anyone 168 and above. Not anyone, but prime time. Mm-hmm. I feel like, bro, he's got no head movement. Unless he changes his ball game, I don't see him doing well. He's just too tall for these guys, bro. Like,
I agree.
I don't see anybody hurting him at 154. At all.
Not
one bit.
Fundora has tasted the canvas in the past.
And he's got now. I know.
He's got a loss. And this fight, it was one-sided. From watching him fight, I think he has looked his best on that fight. I think he looked like he's grown a little bit in the ring. Maybe that loss, he took some lessons from that loss, but I just don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. I think he got his belts beating nobodies. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And he defended
now
his belt.
Now he's got to fight contenders.
Yeah, and his mandatory is Xander Zayas, which is a very, very important win for him to have under his belt. And I just don't see him beating Zayas. I just don't see him beating Zayas. Zayas is too fast for him. And did you see that after the fight, Fundora went back of the arena and Zayas was waiting for him, but not like in a standoffish type of way, but like, hey, what's up? Congratulations. And then and Zayas was like, yo, let's do a face-off for the fans. And Fundora was like, no. Right? I understand, but he didn't look that much taller than Zayas.
It's like a more than 6 inches. It's a lot. That's what she says. It's a lot.
See, there's a lot.
No, it's a lot. Yo, he's
He's
Sebastian's
5'10".
6'6". Sebastian's like
Yeah,
6'5" and a half,
6'5"
right?
and a half, and Zayas is 5'10". So we're
Yeah,
talking about good 7 inches and 7.5. You know,
it's average.
uh,
It's average. No. Stop,
but
stop.
he didn't look that much like a bigger man. Pause. But like he didn't look, like I will put money on it. People, you leave comments. Let me know who would win, Sebastian Fundora or Xander Zayas.
I'd much rather see him move up in weight, and
Yeah.
and I'd rather see him at 168 or 175.
Yeah, but he's still got 160 to go to. If he moves up a weight
He
class,
could skip it.
he's at that.
He's big.
He's
He's that big.
freakishly.
He could skip it.
He's freakishly like
What
awkward.
what would be cool? He could pull a man. He could try to pull a Manny and get 6 weight
Belts.
divisions
Yeah, and
belts.
get belts.
Well,
Yeah.
Manny's got 8, but
Eight. Yeah.
nobody's gonna ever do what Manny's ever done. And you know what?
Nobody.
But still, I mean, I could see him try to pull off the 6. But
Well,
that's
Henry.
way down the line.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
let's talk about his career, right? You said that you want him to move up in weight, but
I'm not.
realistically, it's not going to happen.
It's.
That's not going to
I'm
happen.
not excited over his fights.
He's a champion in two belt champion, a unified champion. Who is next for him in the 154 division?
Well, he's got the mandatory.
He's got the mandatory.
He's got the mandatory. I'll watch him fight the mandatory, and then he's gonna whoever wins that. I don't see him fighting Crawford. I don't see Crawford wanting anything to do with this guy because he's a freaking giant, bro. Like too tall.
I think
It's
he'll
really
end up
hard to fight
fighting
a
him,
dude
though.
that
He'll end up fighting him
I
to
don't think so.
unify, to be undisputed at 154. He has to fight him. After the Canelo fight, he is on the list. Remember, his goal is to be undisputed at 154.
Right, but I don't see Fundora beating.
Without a doubt.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's
I wish
reached
I
his
could say
pinnacle.
more, but
I think I'll tell you this much: the elite in that weight division, the people who have the belts, there's no way he gets past them. He doesn't beat a Crawford. He doesn't beat a Bakram. I think Murder's Leave has the third belt, right, Henry? The fourth one, I guess you could say.
right. So it's Bakram, Terrence, and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
those are the only two. So Bakram is the only guy he needs to beat. But I mean, he's not gonna fight Crawford this year. I just don't. It's not happening.
Way. No way. I mean, with that I think it's September showdown. I think it's September. After Canelo fights this one dude, Skull, in May,
right.
Now we have September to look forward to. All right, on to the next one. On to the next fight.
On to the next one. All right, so for the next fight, we got Jesus Ramos Jr., right? And then we have Guido Emmanuel Schramm.
Guido.
Yeah.
Yo, all right, so Guido loses in the 7th round by KO. Okay. Another one-sided fight. Jesus Ramos Jr. literally was picking on him. Tim Sheatham, Eric Cheek, Patricia Morse Jarman all had it 60-54, 6 rounds to nil.
He was getting beat up. Dude's got a chin.
You talking about Guido?
Schramm? Yeah.
Yeah, Schramm does got a chin. I'm not gonna lie. He's got heart. He was stepping up. I was like, I think he went like this one time on the corner. He was like, come on, bring it.
That was very one-sided. I was like, when is this guy gonna go down? He looked good because I was like, where's the blood?
Yeah.
There's no blood. There's nothing. This guy can take a punch. This guy can take a beating.
I agree. Schramm's chin, not bad. Even though he got knocked out in the 7th round. But he didn't get knocked down. The ref stopped the fight, so it was a TKO.
He's like, I saw enough of this.
Yeah, he was like, yeah. But
he had enough.
I'm not gonna lie, Schramm did look good, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Ramos just was solid. Yo, Ramos is a contender, bro. Yeah. Ramos is a contender.
He's talking about he wants to fight. He wants to move up.
I'm a big fan of Ramos Jr. Big fan. Who do you want Ramos Jr. to fight next? Remember, they're at.
I'd like to see him fight Majimov.
That'd be a good fight.
Yeah. I want to see him fight Madrimov. I think that would be a good lineup. That's a good fight for him to move up into the weight division.
Yeah,
And then Madrimov would have a lot to lose. I feel like he beats Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman is somehow ranked number 6 in that weight division.
Yo,
So,
what the fuck?
Just saying.
Yo, who's doing this?
I don't know. He's
Who's
ranked number
doing
6.
this? How is he even number anything? He just came back.
Yeah, he's number 6.
He just came back. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give a man his flowers when he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? But he won that last fight and he knocked homie out, and it was really nice. I'm not gonna lie. It reminded me of some old school Keith Thurman. But number 6, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Somebody was smoking something. Somebody was smoking a lot of that good shit.
There's like good fighters in that weight division. Let's let you want me to bring up the top 10? Top
Yeah,
10. Top 10 is I'm gonna go from 10 down. So it's Sebastian Fundora. And then oh snap, they just updated it. Jose Jesus Ramos Jr. is number 9. He's number 9. He's better than Fundora. Look at that. And then we have Charles Conwell, and then we have Madrimov, Keith Thurman, and Bohachuk, Xander Saez, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Bachram, and then Terrence Crawford. So that's a pretty solid. I mean, other than Keith Thurman, I'm like, you know what? Ramos. Let's have Ramos fight Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
I want to see that fight. I want to fucking see that fight. Let's see that one.
I think Keith Thurman's experience weighs a lot, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. That hairline is showing me a lot.
Shave it. He just needs to shave it.
Yo, Henry, let's talk about the biggest robbery I've seen in a while.
Robbery.
Bro, somebody needed to call the police. So somebody needs to be charged for this theft.
Yep.
This robbery.
And it's 2 people that need to get charged for it, and those 2 judges. I was baffled. So it's Elijah Garcia versus Terrel Goucher. So Goucher, and you could bring the I was
so
baffled.
It was a split decision. It was a split decision win that went towards Elijah Garcia. Garcia went down in the first round or something, like second round, but it wasn't close to me.
Bro, I had it one way. I mean, what did you have it as?
So
Alex?
I had it 98-91.
I was generous. I had it 7-3. I'm being generous with Garcia that he won 3 rounds. I gave him the last round.
Did you? I didn't give him the last round.
I mean, look, man, and I was being generous too. And then what is this? The 3 judges had it way too close because, like, bro, he kept on landing this right, and his punches were so more aggressive, and he was just bleeding. He got a knockdown in the first round. Bro, this guy was the aggressor the whole fight.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, Garcia was the one pushing forward, right? But his punches showed no power, and that his connecting ratio wasn't as big as. So I think it was all around a complete robbery, and he took it like, you know.
For me, Goucher was more precise. The punches that he's throwing, he was landing more, right? And his power was there. You could experience, I think, won that fight too, and you heard his punches. Yep. I was sitting down like, ooh, like, bro, every power punch that Garcia landed on Goucher was nothing. It didn't phase him. I guess the judges saw the pressure that Garcia was kind of putting, but the pressure was just moving forward and throwing punches that weren't landing. Punches. They weren't landing, bro. They weren't.
They were talking about how, like, if he didn't win this fight, he was going to retire. Also,
because his back-to-back losses.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I honestly, that's middleweight. That's 160.
Yeah.
I don't see this guy Garcia beating anyone of significance in that weight division right now. The dude's like, I don't know, dude.
At the end, you could tell Garcia was getting slower too. He got outclassed. And like I mentioned, I had a 98-91, 8 rounds to 2, but that knockdown took away that 1 point to make it from 92-91. But it's just ridiculous how these judges. Let me tell you people what these judges had it. Right, Chris Migliori had it 95-94. Right, Don Trella and Zachary Young both had Garcia winning. John Trella had it 95 for Garcia, 94 for Goucher, which technically it's like 6 rounds to 4, right? And they took away the point, which gave him that 95. Zachary Young had it 96-93. Zachary Young, go do another job. Go find yourself another job, because I don't know what you were looking at.
That's why I was, they gave it to Goucher. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what?
Zachary Young is like some Adelaide Bird type shit. Yo, this thing
he's never gonna be a judge to another fight ever again. Bro, I hope we don't see this guy again.
Even the announcers were like, what the hell? The Mamma Mia guy.
He said, Mamma Mia. He said, Mamma Mia. What's going on here?
Yo, I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. So I just feel like this type of robbery shouldn't happen anymore, man. What happened to these AI judges? Huh? Tell me. Put the AI judge on this fight and tell me what they would score.
Well, that was a non-official, you know.
I know.
But yeah, I'd like to see it too. But AI is not always accurate. I'm an IT guy. They're not as great as they are. What they're gonna be in 10 years, maybe, but let's keep them in baseball.
Yo,
they're more accurate in baseball.
That's true.
Right now.
So when the fight was over, Henry, when the fight was over in the 10th round, Garcia's corner came out and picked him up like he won. Right?
Bro,
I was like,
I was listening to the judge, and the judge was like, just keep on doing what you're doing. You're winning the fight. And I'm like, you're lying to your guy. Like, tell him the truth. You're losing.
You mean the corner?
Yeah, his trainer.
Yeah, his trainer. Yeah,
his trainer was like, "You're doing, I'm
great.
Shocked that this is
no paid off. Somebody got bread. Somebody got a big fat check.
Somebody sees him. Somebody sees him fighting more of a contender, because 160. I'll be honest, it's not as stacked as you think. Here's Landy Lara's number 1 in that weight division right now.
Fuck, here's Lara would beat the shit out of Elijah Garcia.
And you know who's number 2? And I'm shocked. Chris Eubank Jr. is number 2 in that weight division.
Him and his dad.
Bro. I'm shocked at that stat.
Are you? And yeah, I mean nobody's there. Nobody's at the party. They're the rock stars.
And then number 10, I'm just gonna skip all these other guys, but number 10 is Shane Mosley Jr.
The junior.
Junior. So I was like, you know what? They both should fight. But yeah, man, I mean, look, I'd rather see Lara fight Thurman. I want to see everybody fight Thurman. Fuck Thurman. I want him to lose. I'm not a fan of his.
Cruz Boxing Scorecard. Sorry, Thurman. Cruz Boxing Scorecard are not fans of Keith Thurman.
Sometimes
the boxer. You're not that bad at announcing. Maybe you should stick to that.
Yeah.
Because we don't like you. We don't like you. Everybody knows.
Remember that time he got punched in the head by Ghost Guerrera?
And he
turned into Brainiac?
Yo, son. Yo, his head was like, duh.
I was like, he's done. His career's done. Yeah. No,
no, he came back.
I was like, damn.
Maybe.
No, bro, I'm just a hater, bro. I hate on Thurman, bro. You know what? I hope he loses the rest of his fights. I hope this comeback is not a one. I hope, you know what I hope? I hope this comeback is a one-time thing, like his name. One time.
Even talking about it makes me tired, bro. Even talking about Keith Thurman makes me tired, bro. All All right, yo, onto bigger and better news.
Right.
Yo, fans, watchers, subscribers, check it out. Check it out. April 12th. Cruise Box's scorecard is going to be in Atlantic City, baby. We're going to go out to watch Boots Ennis. We're going to be in town. Come check us out. Watch our Facebook for seating where we're going to sit. I'm going to make it public. You guys can sit around us if you guys want. Come through, have a good time. If you're in Atlantic City at the time, hit me up. We'll link up. But I'm excited because I never have seen Boots live.
I haven't been to a fight in Atlantic City.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm excited to go to that. Let's go to Atlantic City for a fight. It reminds me of Sergio Martinez knocking out Paul Williams.
Ooh,
putting him
remember
to
that?
sleep. Putting him to sleep.
Oh man, he got into a motorcycle accident a little bit after that. Fight.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the knockdown that ended his career.
That was
All right?
sweet chin music.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That was
The
bad. You're right.
motorcycle accident ruined his career. But no, like Atlantic City, used to have great fights. Our current president had phenomenal fights. Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. He would always have Mike Tyson in Atlantic City. That used to be one of the prime spots for boxing outside of the MSG back in the day. So
maybe if one boxer goes and has a big fight there, but I ain't gonna lie, man. New Jersey, don't get mad at me when I say this to you. Atlantic City is bad.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It's in
you
shambles.
walk around. It ain't the best place, man. Let me tell you, I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, right? But
Stilettos?
do I want to bring my family to Atlantic City?
No.
Well, do you want to bring your kids to Atlantic City? No. But yes, you said it right, Henry.
Stilettos. Oh God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on to the next topic. Open discussion.
Okay.
Henry, talk to me about this TKO boxing.
TKO boxing. Dana White, Turkey Al-Sheikh. They are talking about their contract stipulations, purses, and so on. So the breakdown is, if you are basically an unranked fighter, you're gonna fight for 10 rounds, you get 20 grand.
20 grand.
20 grand. That's it. Damn. So if you are ranked by a company and you're number 5 to number 10, you get 50 grand.
You're ranked by the company, like TKO.
By the company. And then number 3 is if you're ranked by the company and you're number 3 to number 4, you're getting 125 grand. And then obviously if you're challenging the company champion, you're getting 375. And then if you're defending, it's 750.
So basically, you're making money only if you're a champ.
I honestly feel that this is great for new up and coming fighters. Like this doesn't have to be for the elites. This can be like what Showbox used to be.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I think this could be great for the new boxers before they become the elite. Like, oh, he's got the TKO belt for, whatever division. He's challenging the WBC belt title holder now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it could hold
or
some
whoever,
weight, right?
He could fight for that interim belt.
Yeah, right?
So, or he could fight the number 2 contender announced by the WBC. And he's got to beat him, and then whoever wins that goes against the fighter for the interim belts. It's a confusing thing, but that's how I could see it working because there's so many names out there that are up and coming. I think 135 is pretty stacked. If they bring that up, these guys aren't making much money. Maybe for the women end too. The women can make money off of this because women boxers don't make that much money. or
Compared to
unless they
the male
sign
counterparts, no.
unless they're signing with Jake Paul. Like it's the only way I'm seeing them really making top dollar right now.
Yeah. But 20 grand is crazy. I
I
mean,
mean, but the thing
you
is,
got to fight
a
four
lot of these,
times a year to actually just kind of survive. At least you can make a living.
but I feel like they probably cover a lot of stuff for you. You
Like
know,
what?
they'll probably give you like health benefits if you need them.
Nah, with these type
So cover.
Henry, these type nah, no way. These
Oh,
type of
all right. So
jobs,
for
this
example, the guy
contractor.
that
Nah.
so maybe this guy's in okay, the guy that had lost against Shakur Stevenson in the
Yeah,
Bivol
yeah.
rematch, right? That
Josh
guy
Pattonly or some shit.
is gonna be. I'm guaranteeing you, he's gonna be in the TKO
Yeah, he's
boxing
gonna get a
world.
shot. He's gonna get a shot.
Yeah, I could see him holding a belt.
I don't
But
know
who's he?
about that.
I could see him
Yeah, but
holding a
who's he
TKO
fighting? Yeah.
belt.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I like how they made this public too. So it'll give some fighters like an actual goal, right? Oh, if I fight for TKO, at least I'll make this much money, right? So they could be like, oh, I could train and try to be the best at, I could be in maybe schedule 4 fights a year or whatever it is, 5 fights a year, make 100 grand. You don't have to work. I can understand that. We'll see how it rolls out.
Who
I
knows?
love the
Because
idea.
with Dana White, I feel like he can make more money off of this by televising it as like a drama series type of spiel.
Big drama show.
Like like think of it as like Ultimate Fighter. They had that show. They still have it,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
makes good money, and it's people watch it. I could see this happening
Like
and
making
being
a
like,
camp,
yes,
like
and then
how they all
whoever,
live together and shit.
yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. It can go anywhere. People are not watching it like they used to back in the
Oh, you're
90s.
right. You're
Remember,
right.
nobody was watching UFC. UFC was like bankrupt. They weren't making any money. And then Dana White came in and exploded it. And Dana White started in boxing. Also, so I mean, a lot of people saying that UFC daddy needs to step off or step out of boxing. That's what I was reading in a lot of comments. They were calling
Like
him
have
UFC
Dana
daddy.
don't he why is he stepping like why is he
Why is
even
he
get
stepping
coming
into
into
the
this realm?
realm? Yeah, but I mean, I think Turkiashik is doing great for boxing right now. So I think it's just like hey, let's just see what the fans think because this is just a thought. Maybe
I'm sorry, people.
they're not really gonna do it. You're tired,
Yeah.
huh? You're
I'm
tired.
sorry, people. I've been yawning right now. It's not because I'm not interested in what we're talking about. Your boy is working
Oh, you got a job?
a job. I got a yacht. He got a yacht, Tony. Tony.
Nah, it's late.
My,
It's keeping you late. I get it.
today was rough. Today was rough. Got in at 7:45 a.m. Didn't leave work till like 7:20 p.m. I was at work for 12 hours. 12 hours. Anyways, but you're right, Henry. I am tired. I'm tired, but there's always
I'm
time for
tired of them
boxing, baby.
paying them damn taxes. I'm
The
tired of
damn rent's too
paying
damn
them
high.
damn taxes.
The rent too damn high. Let me tell you something, right? But there's always time for boxing. Let me tell you,
Right.
Jim. All right, yo, Henry. We talked about it already about Keith Thurman's last win, right? But I think he's got himself so gassed up. He has the audacity to call out Ryan Garcia. This cat won't shut up. Everybody, come here. Come here, you little shit. Come here. Come here. Come here. Cat's being a pain in the ass. But anyways, he's got the audacity to call out Ryan Garcia. He needs to stay in his role because
I'm
Ryan
telling you,
Garcia.
bro. He's thinking he's out of money. He ain't got no money. If he had money, he wouldn't came back. He's like, let me. What's the money fight?
What's the announcer money looking like?
It's looking like he's gonna get 750 for that TKO belt because that's the only belt I want to see him get.
Hey, go
He ain't
TKO
getting any of the other
champion
ones.
Keith one time.
Yo,
Damn it.
I can't wait till he fights somebody good and then just gets knocked out. Like I don't see it. I don't
That
see it.
Pacquiao already put him out, right?
And this
Pacquiao
is an
beat.
Old after juiced,
Old,
after
washed up.
taking juice, after steroids. Pacquiao, 40-year-old
Uh,
Pacquiao beat
yo,
a primetime Keith Thurman,
prime time.
which won him his number 8 title in
That's
a different
nuts.
weight division.
Yep.
Which is
My
he
man,
met him at a
Manny
catch weight
Pacquiao.
at 150, beat him, beat him.
Have you seen
I like
Manny?
that.
Have you
Manny
seen Manny? Yeah, have you seen Manny's socials? I saw him doing the
playing the piano and shit.
no, he was doing a dance. I'm
No.
like, oh no. Yeah, it was bad, Henry. You know, the dance that everybody's doing, the where they're it's like a girl dance and they do the movement and then they go like something like this.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
yo,
Yeah.
bro, him and like 3 other dudes doing it.
Play it.
Can I play it? I maybe try to find it. I'll try to play it right now. But anyways, homie looked so bad. He was like, "Do I have to do this?" Like his face was just like, "Yeah."
All right.
Anyway,
Say
yeah.
do it for
Okay,
the
so
fans.
yo, yeah, right. Shit, do it for the likes, man. But now that we talking about Ryan Garcia, he's gonna fight at Times Square at 147, and I just have to put out an alert out there to every fighter at 147. Watch out! Your worst nightmare is coming to town. You better lace up them gloves one last time before Ryan Garcia comes down, because he's
Yeah.
gonna put y'all's
I
down
think he
to
beats
sleep.
everybody in that weight division. He beats everybody in that weight
He
division.
beats Boots. I think he beats Boots. People, you guys can comment, please comment and tell me, do you think Ryan Garcia has it to beat Ennis Boots?
Oh
I
snap.
do.
Oh
You,
snap.
Henry? Do you?
I believe he beats everybody current in that weight division. I feel like he knocks out Ramos Jr. with a body shot. So that's where I stand on that one.
Yeah. That's all I
So
gotta say about that.
facts. Big facts.
Mama says stupid is stupid does. Mama said, Mama said. All right, and one
Yeah.
last piece of a couple last pieces of things. We have great news coming from the Olympics with boxing. Our
Right.
boy Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Talk to me, Henry. What happened? What's going on?
Triple G, basically what they're trying to do is get boxing out of the Olympics for 2028.
How dare you?
Gennady Golovkin basically got it reinstated and is also the chair of the World Boxing Olympic Commission. So yeah, he kept it going.
Still fighting
Which
for the sport, people.
man, I love that man. I have to say he's of all time from my personal self. He's man, he's like top two. He's like number two.
Yeah,
I followed him like when he had like
10 fights.
13 fights.
So
To go see
crazy.
him was like it was like
So cheap.
before he became big, we got lower bowl seats for $25 at the Garden, not the theater, at the Garden,
Downstairs.
at the
Downstairs.
Garden. And then the next fight, we were at his next fight, we got at the Garden. We were the last seat at the nosebleeds for for like $200.
That's
Think
right.
about it. For quadruple the rate.
Remember,
And it was like a
we
year and a half difference. It was like 18-month difference.
yeah, it was
Crazy.
that we went to go see Triple G versus David Lemieux.
Yeah.
That's the fight that we went to go see, and we were like,
And
why the fuck are we sitting here? Like the seats are so bad.
I mean, we thought that was going to be a history fight. Lemieux was nice, and he got taken to school.
He got
So
dismantled. And
that's
remember the Canadians, the Quebecois that was sitting next to us? They were like,
bro.
no, Triple G is going down. I'm like, yeah, he drove down here
Yo,
for all
Quebec,
that
Quebec,
nothing.
Quebec.
Quebec.
Can't sleep on Quebec though. Quebec has good
Oh no,
fighters.
no, they do.
They
I'm
do
not
got
gonna
good
lie.
fighter.
Yeah, but not that night.
No, they do not. They did not. Yeah.
Oh, good times, good
Triple
times.
G, I'd say is yeah, number two. Number two.
Yeah, I
Muhammad Ali
think
is number
he's
one
tough.
for me, bro.
Number one,
Number one.
number one, number one.
I don't know.
Talk about Muhammad Ali. We have some sad news out there. I'm sure everyone knows the passing of the late and great George Foreman. You know, we've had conversations, me and Henry, in the past, who would be the hardest puncher of all time. Or the question was between the boys, who would you rather get punched in the face by, right? And it always like interchanges from like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Deontay Wilder, all these big name punches were thrown out there. But when we brought up George Foreman in the mix, we're like, nah, I'd rather get punched by Deontay Wilder, rather get punched by him than by George Foreman. That dude will put you in a hospital bed with his punches. And R.I.P. May he rest in power. He
To a
did great
legend.
for boxing. A legend, living legend. He was the oldest boxer at a time. Before
To
he was
have
the
a belt.
oldest championship fighter at a time before Hopkins kind of beat his record, right?
Yeah.
His movie was pretty good. I don't know how I liked his movie though, because they made him look really dumb. You know, and from watching him fight and getting interviewed, I didn't think he was dumb. They dumbed him down.
Well, hey,
I know, but hey,
he's still a legend in the boxing world, and R.I.P. to a legend.
R.I.P. Go buy your George Foreman grills, guys.
Yeah.
And
They're a
get
lot
his.
better from when they were in the 90s.
Remember those? We used to cook burgers off of that all the time back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, people. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Tell your mamas, tell your papas, tell your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your grandmamas, your grandpapas. Tell them all
Yeah.
to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Peace.
Share it. Later.